right off the bat. Hey guys, welcome to Financial Fitness Friday. I am here with my good friend and co-host Dave Bergio. Dave, what's going on?
What's good? How's everybody doing? How are you, buddy?
I'm good. I'm freezing my balls off. Um,
Yeah, okay, compared to here.
I know. Well, listen, couple couple things I wanted to touch on because it's something that I keep seeing over and over and over again, and it ties in to what you do as well. And what it is people wait to fix problems, and waiting to fix these problems do not doesn't solve the problems. They don't go away, right? I've had several conversations with people, and especially when it comes to financing, and we'll get into how it impacts credit repair. But everybody has these challenges, right, financially, or they're waiting to launch a program, launch a campaign, launch something that's going to dramatically improve their business, and they need the money to do it. Okay. And I've had people sit on applications way too long. And so what that does is by not implementing what you wanted to do, let's say you're an auto repair shop, you need a piece of equipment, that piece of equipment will bring you in another $3,000-4,000 a month. Well, if you wait 3 months, you basically cost yourself 9 grand, right? That's the opportunity cost. That is the positive side of things, right? Give you another example. There are people that only apply when they realize that there's a challenge in their business, right? And the challenge doesn't go away. They need the funds to fix the challenge. Well, it's happened recently where I had an amazing line of credit approved, and they waited and they waited, and their sales went down so much that at the end of the day, we had to pivot from one of the better line of credits I've seen to a lesser line of credit, less money, more expensive, shorter term, because the revenues weren't there to support the original one. And had that client and friend sent in and completed the application when I first started speaking, would have never happened. They cost themselves 12 months on their term. So it went from a line of credit for 18 months to 6 months, and roughly, I think, $90,000 and a higher rate. All right. And the reason I bring this out is it is what I have found human nature to procrastinate and delay to fix things. Now let's see how that applies to credit, and I can give you more examples on the financing. How many times do people not get their credit fixed right when it happens? I mean, me and you know one example that's driving me personally crazy, but we're not going to get into that. And it happens over and over and over again. So you want to speak on that for a little bit?
Yeah, man. And I think it's funny that you mentioned that. We could go back to Motivation Monday here. I mean, guys, momentum. Which way do you want that momentum to shift? You want to go on the upswing or you want to go on the backswing? And especially when you have opportunities to close the line of credit, that time is something you're not going to get back. When it's gone, it is gone. And in the credit side, we see it all the time. We just had somebody we closed a couple days ago that came into our hands in October and they wanted to get a house. Well, from a credit perspective, every time you do a round of disputes or you are checking the validity of something negative on your credit report with mail, that's a 35-day turnaround time. And I say mail because that's the proper way to do it. None of this online stuff. And it doesn't matter if it's me or if you're doing it yourself. Okay. 35 days. That's a month that has gone by. And if you got no results and you got to do it again, that's another 35 days. Okay. You're repeating the cycle. So that alone to get fixed back there, you're looking at an average turnaround time. Doesn't matter who it is about 6 months. Okay. What are you doing every time you're waiting a month, 2 months, 3 months? You're dragging it out to a year, to 18 months, to a problem that could have been solved. You're losing money on the back end for that because now we got a lot of real estate clients. You're coming in, you have an opportunity to get a home. And you saw how crazy the real estate market was. Well, now that same home you're looking at with inflation, it's gone up another $50,000 for the cost of waiting. right? Or now interest rates have gone up higher for your cost of waiting. Okay. Everything has a price. And especially in credit, the more you wait in credit to get something fixed, the more, I promise you, it's going to cost you more down the road. Okay. So it's a huge problem that we see all the time. People want to, I don't know if I should fix it now, or they start playing that in their head that they don't think that there's a solution for it. You still got to take action. It doesn't matter what it is, but it's, again, you're going backwards. You want that momentum to go backwards, it's going to go backwards.
Dude, I love it. I'll tell you guys this, like, recently, I had in the last 24 hours, I had to have this conversation twice. And it was someone that came in for an SBA. Credit fell a little bit short, but it was like 20 points short. And I said, hey, this isn't the way to do it. Cash flow was deteriorating, and they wanted to hold off and fix it themselves. And so typically when that happens, they don't fix it themselves and they're in a worse position. So I said, all right, let's do some term loans now, get cash in the bank, get more business going, and use the excess cash to pay down the credit cards, get your score boosted, and then we'll go for the SBA. That whole process is going to, take about 2 to 3 months, and then we can reapply for the SBA. However, they wanted to wait because they were unsure of the term loans. I said, listen, guys, if you want to wait and figure this out yourself, I appreciate the opportunity to help you. I'm probably not the guy for you. And the reason being is I know in my 15 years of experience that they're going to come back with lower credit and the cash flow challenges aren't going to be fixed. So when they come back in a month or two, it's going to be harder to fix it. And it's just not, at that point, it's not worth doing. And it's because they're not proactively addressing things. It's kind of like when you hire. You should always hire slow and fire fast. Well, with problems, it works the opposite way. Okay, as soon as you have the inclination there's a challenge, you should analyze it right away, same day, and then work to fix that. And when I say work to fix it, put steps in place now. Don't wait, because that problem will only get bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's basically it. When you see a challenge in your business, when you see a challenge with your credit, when you have a problem with your finances, you need to search. The best time to address it is the second you think about it. Okay, because if not, typically that doesn't get better. Okay, it only grows and makes it harder to dig out. Right? So that's like, work smarter, not harder. Please, when you guys have these challenges, address them right away. You got anything else on this, Dave?
Yeah, it's an investment, not an expense. So stop looking at it from that perspective, that it's expense, that it's costing you. It's costing you more, because now not only are you losing, and yeah, we could beat this like a dead horse, but it's how much time do you think that client lost? You said 3 months. He probably lost a year and a half, and probably not only thousands of dollars on the one end for the line of credit, but how much money did he miss earning on the front end? You know what I'm saying? So guys, take action. Just take action. Get it done.
100%. All right. Well, I appreciate you. I'm going to post this. I'm going to share it with you to post it. Guys, if this helped you, please share it. That's all we're asking for. We want to help as many people as possible. Take care.